2019 Brazilian Grand Prix. The last time two drivers with the first podium finish in the same race was back in 1994 at the German Grand Prix. In 2019, Max Verstappen's Red Bull became the first Honda-powered car to win at Interlagos since Ayrton Senna's McLaren back in 1991. The circuit underwent renovations during the late 60s with the hope that modern facilities would entice the FIA to host a Formula 1 GP. After hosting a non-championship GP in 72, the attendance of over 100,000 people, the FIA agreed to host a championship GP the following year. The 1973 Brazilian GP was won by none other than Emerson Fittipaldi on his home circuit. One of many Sao Paulo is known for is its largest international population. Having been scheduled as a season finale multiple times in 2004 and having crowned world champions this year in Brazil.
Testing. Oh, wow. Apologies about that, guys. I've just done the whole queue session with my audio on mute. Fantastic. I wondered why no one responded to what the weather was going to be like. Cheers for pointing out, Mechanical. It's only taken you the whole of Q1 to tell me that you can't actually hear me. Right, so let's try that again then. As I was saying, there's 3 people that can win the championship tonight. That's LF, Bruges, and Adam Lindbergh. We're not going to go too much into the permutations throughout the race, who needs what sort of thing. We're just going to let them get on with it. Obviously, we will try our best to crown a provisional champion this evening if we can, but obviously that's pending post-race penalties, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, bear with us, guys. It's just me this evening, King Luckman. So yeah, we'll see how we go. A lot of guys now jumping onto intermediates. As Adam goes quickest at 118.9, Mechanical 119.9. And Donny is currently half a second up. And he's 2.2 seconds up through 2 sectors. And Donny goes quickest then at 118.1. Full send at 119.1. Kev King at 119.2. Everybody is now coming out of the pits. Greg is 2.6 seconds up through 2 sectors. He's just coming down the final straight now. Greg goes quickest at 117.8. So the track is definitely ramping up. Adam at 117.6. JJ half a second up through the first sector. And JJ is 2.2 seconds up through 2 sectors. Here goes P3 at 117.9. VDV at 117.6 goes P1. Rouge is coming through sector 2, is 2.5 seconds better off. Bridge goes Peter 117.6. Panda jumps in there 117.5, closely followed by Rick with another 117.5. LF now coming down the back straight, or the home straight, sorry. And he goes quickest to 116.7. Mega time from him. LOL Colin with 117.1 P2. BDV is retired from the session. Adam is in the pits. Greg then goes quickest at 116.2. Cardi needs a good lap here, if not he's out. And he gets it, puts himself P4, which has dropped Barkman do into the cut-off places along with Mechanical and Albie. Mechanical is coming down the final, the back straight. It's not the back straight, it's the pit straight. That's it. 117.4, puts himself P8. That's now dropped Kev into the danger zone, and he won't be coming back out again. Bartmandu then, he's half a second up. That could just about be enough to see him through. And it is just about, puts him on the cut-off point. And he is knocked straight back down by, I think that was Albie. Marshall has invalidated, so he won't be setting another time. So that is your Q1 session done. We will be losing Bartmandu, Full Send Dave, Kev King, LOL Con, and Airways.
Fernando Alonso has never taken victory in Brazil, yet the Spaniard has made the podium on 8 occasions, more than any other current driver, only twice less than Michael Schumacher, who stood on the podium 10 times, 4 times the Grand Prix winner. As the Sao Paulo circuit sits 800 meters above sea level, the race mechanics have taken altitude into consideration. The cars here require more downforce than they do at although the thinner oxygen reduces drag, it results in 13% loss of engine power. Of all the drivers who started on pole at the South Highway circuit, less than half of them finished as a race leader. This means doing well in qualifying does not guarantee coming out on top in Brazil. The Brazilian Grand Prix of 2008 was the scene of one of the closest title battles in F1 history. Lewis Hamilton shattered the dreams of Felipe Massa to take the championship in the final corner on the final lap of the race. In 2019, Max Verstappen's Red Bull became the first Honda-powered car to win at Interlagos since Ayrton Senna's McLaren back in 1991. Join us here today at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix in Brazil. Drive here with Verstappen's 190-mile round trip with 71 laps of this iconic circuit. The circuit's former name, Interlagos, translates from Portuguese to between lakes. The circuit is given the name due to two lakes each side of the area that were originally used for drinking water and hydroelectric power. Both Pierre Gasly and Carlos Sainz recorded the first ever F1 podium finishes at the 2019 Brazilian Grand Prix. The last time two drivers had the first podium finish in the same race was back in 1994 at the German Grand Prix. The current venue is now officially known as the Autodrome Jose Carlos Pais, after the famous Brazilian driver of the 1970s who had his first and only win in Sao Paulo. Many things Sao Paulo is known for is its largest international population. The city of Sao Paulo has the highest concentration of Japanese natives outside of Asia and features the world's only traditional sumo gym outside of Japan. Starting on pole at the Sao Paulo circuit, less than half of them finished as race leader. This means doing well in
Apologies, just had to go and answer the door. Greg is provisional pole at the moment of 108.8, LF of 108.9, Rick of 109.1, JJ of 109.2, Kieran of 109.8, VDB of 109.8, Mechanical 109.6. Marshall is just starting his lap. Antonio 108.8. Bridge is just finished sector 1. Albie has just started his lap. I think it's going to be Bridge next across the line, so we'll stay on board with him. There's VDV of 108.4. Bridge of 108.3 puts himself P1 currently. Marshall is a 109.3. Albie is a 109.3 as well. Panda as he comes round what I would class as the final proper corner. Panda 109 flat, puts himself P6 currently. Adam has just started his laps, we'll see what he can do. So Adam will cross the line. He goes P3 of 108.5. LF has just started another lap. Currently 2/10 better off through the first sector. LOL Colin has just started a lap. And Icardi is about to come around the final corner, so we'll see what he could do. So he sets a 109.3. Albie jumped up to P9 of 109.2. LF crosses the line, puts himself P4 108.5. LOL Colin comes down the pit straight, crosses the line, and it's going to be a 108.4, puts himself P3. So Kieran is 2/10 better off through the first sector, it's saying. And he is improving, he's almost half a second quick. Almost half a second quicker through two sectors. He does improve, puts himself P10, improves by 6.5 tenths. JJ has just started another lap. And he's a 10th quicker through the first sector, as he is just invalidated. Mechanical is into the pits. Rick goes quickest to 108.3. Not really too much happening. Greg's on an outlap, so stay on board with him, see what he can do. And he's a 10th better off through the first sector. So he's almost 2.5 tenths better off through 2 sectors. We'll see what he can do in this final short little sector. Obviously not much to it. Crosses the line, puts himself P6 of 108.5. So LF is about to start his final flying run, I would imagine. May have enough time for one more after this. He's about even with his first sector, split from his personal best. And he's about a tenth up on his time through 2 sectors. So see if we can keep that going through sector 3. Crosses the line, goes P3 of 108.3. So Marshall, I think, will be the next cross the line. He's currently in the danger zone, but he is 2.5 tenths better off through 2 sectors. As he goes almost 4 tenths better off, puts himself P10 at 108.9. Kieran, JJ and Panda have got a collision. Not sure what happened there. Kieran improves at 108.8. Mechanical is marginally better off through 2 sectors. We'll see if he can find any more time. He does improve, but it's not gonna be enough by the looks of things. Bruge of 108.1, mega time from him. See if JJ can improve. Cardi is 4 tenths better off through 2 sectors. JJ is the same. So Bugatti goes P11 or 108.9. JJ goes P12 or 108.9. Marshall is invalidated, so he won't be improving. Norwell Mechanical. So that is going to be your Q2 order. We will be losing Bacardi, JJ, Marshall, Albie, and Mechanical. So just confirmation then, Bruges taking P1 there over 108.1, but we will be losing Bacardi, JJ, Marshall, Albie, and Mechanical.
And although the thinner oxygen reduces drag, it results in 13% loss of engine power. The circuit underwent renovations during the late 60s with the hope that modern facilities would entice the FIA to host a Formula One GP. After hosting a non-championship GP in 72 with the attendance of over 100,000 people, the FIA agreed to host a championship GP the following year. The 1973 Brazilian GP was won by none other than Emerson Fittipaldi on his home circuit. The current venue is now officially known as the Autodrome Jose Carlos Pace, after the famous Brazilian driver of the 1970s who had his first and only win in Sao Paulo. The Brazilian Grand Prix of 1970 was the last time any World Championship F1 race was won by over a lap. Brazil has produced
So it looks like LOL Colin will be the first set of times. We'll stand board with him for the time being. So Colin across the line, and he will set a 108.6. VDV with a 108.5. LF will cross the line and he sets a 108.3. Panda is next and he sets a 108.4. Rick looks like he will be next across the line. And he sets a 108.2. And Donny with a 108.6 puts himself P6. Bruge has just started his lap. The Bruge crosses the line and he sets a 108.1. Adam will be next. And he sets a 108.4. So LOL, Colin starts his run. And he's almost a tenth better off through the first sector. Colin's about half a tenth better off through two sectors. So he must have made a mega mistake in the final sector because he's gone a 108.1 to take provisional pole. And Donny's gone a tenth quicker through the first sector. Kieran just coming around the final corner to set his first flying run. And he sets a 108.9. Andoni is almost 2.5 tenths better off through 2 sectors. Let's see what he can do here in sector 3. And he improves by about 2.5 tenths, puts himself P5 or 108.3. Well, as Kieran almost loses it there. So Panda is on an outlap. He's about to start his final flying run. So Panda looks like has backed off of that lap. LF is on an outlap. As LF starts his final flying run then. He's about a tenth up through the first sector. As Andoni has crashed out. As LF is 2.5 tenths better off through 2 sectors. It looks like this could be quick. This could be pushing the 108 flat mark. Not far off at all. 108.1 puts himself provisional pole at the moment. Rouge is a tenth up through 2 sectors though. Adam a 108 flat. Bruges a 107.9. Let's see what Colin can do then. Rick stays P6. Colin has backed off for that lap. So that appears to be your grid. Bruges P1, Adam P2, LF P3, Colin P4, VDV P5, Rick P6, Greg P7, Andoni P8, Panda P9 and Kieran P10. I'm just going to go and grab a drink before race start. So it looks like a dry race. We got 5 guys starting on the hards, which is Rick, Panda, Marshall, Albie and JJ. Everyone else is on the medium tyre. Five red lights are out and away we go. As Colin dives to the inside. Looks to have got the move. Loses out a couple of positions actually. Mechanical is dropping down. Con is dropping down. That's just a yellow flag. It's not a safety car, luckily. So everyone appears to have got away quite cleanly. There's a few little battles going on. Let's just have a look at position changes. Not too many changes going on. So just wait for my timing screen to sort itself out. Looks like everyone's in a bit of a train at the moment, as DRS will be enabled this lap, so I'd expect LF to make this move quite easily. If he does, he might just decide to sit behind. Which he does, just sits behind for the time being, biding his time. A few gaps starting to form now that the battles are happening. There's a gap between Albie and JJ. Obviously, JJ starting on them hard tyres. As full send, Marshall. We're having a little battle. It's now resolved itself. VDV looks to be lining up Adam. Can't get it done just there. Looks to be a lot closer this time around. LF seems to be in a pretty good position with ERS management. So LF is probably the closest he's been. Still just decides to sit behind. And these two at the front are starting to pull away now from Adam Lindberg in P3. Adam coming under a bit of pressure from VDV. VDV is about to make the move on Adam. Gets it done. Flag. Who's that? It looks like that was, yep, mechanical. There's quite a few little gaps starting to appear, but not too much in the sense of battling going on. These two at the front, Bruge and Ella, are really starting to pull away from the guys behind. Bruge 4.5 CDR S. Greg looks around the outside of Colin. Can't quite get the move done. That was a little bit tight, I must say. Oh, as Rick gets close to the back of Greg there. As VDV just gets run wide, and that's going to give him a horrible exit. Colin now makes it past Adam. I think Greg is going to make the move as well. Does. But Adam is all over the back of Greg now. As Adam looks to the outside. Can't get it done. But looks to the switchback. Pulls alongside Greg. They're going to be going wheel to wheel with a sweeping right hander. As Greg just about holds on for the time being. Full send picks up 3-second time penalty for track limits. But LF has made it past Bruge, I missed that. Bruge looks down the inside. Oh, there's a contact between the two. That sends Bruge around. And that is dropping Bruge right down the order. And he's gone from Wheel to wheel for P1, now down to on his own in P10. That's going to be a recovery drive for the ages. It was hard for me to actually see what happened there. Looked like Bruges had the inside line. There was a slight bit of contact. In my opinion, probably not enough to cause him to spin, but this contact medal is great, as that is a virtual safety car. Why is that? Oh, it's for Rick. Rick has had an instant, he's missing a wing. So that would be why the virtual safety car's out. What does LF do? Does he stay out? He does. Is anyone going to jump in? Greg jumps in, Adam jumps in, VDV jumps in. Anybody else? Is Bruges going to jump in as well? Doesn't. Bruges stays out. It's mega strategy call for the guys who managed to jump in the pits under that virtual safety car. See what tyres they all jumped onto. Greg hards, Adam mediums, VDV hards. VDV gets speeding under BSC drive through. I think quite a few people just did then. I've had it as well. Yeah, Greg did as well. And Donny, so did LF. LF got a drive through for speeding under the BSC. Oh. That's blown up wide open again. That's really not ideal. I've been caught out by the same penalty as Greg and VDV got as they were coming out of the pits. Kieran picks up 3 seconds for track limits. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's because Andoni's serving his drive through. So let's see what the gap is. There's 13 seconds between Bruges and LF at the moment. Not sure it's going to be enough for him to make that drive through. But he is severely pushing it. Them tyres must be absolutely screaming the rears. Because he really is trying to squeeze every ounce of pace out of them tyres. I'd imagine that he is going to try and come in. If not this lap, it will certainly be the next lap. And there we go then, LF is in. LF is now serving his stop. Not stop, sorry, his drive through. It'll be close between him and Bruges on exit. Looks like Bruges is going to be clear. Or is he? Is he? He is. Bruges is clear of LF. LF comes back out in 6th position behind Albie. But the only positive out of that for LF is that he is still in the train that Bruges is currently leading. But that was a bit of a chaotic 5 minutes. Firstly, Bruges spinning when he was wheel to wheel with LF into turn 1. And then LF picking up that drive through. As LF really is starting to push. He knows he needs to finish in front of Bruges to stand any hope of taking the championship away from Bruges. But he's coming under a lot of pressure from another one of his rivals, which is Adam. Adam, although is out of ERS, or as Adams tries to send one down the inside, just about gets away with it. LF looks down the inside but thinks better of it. He's going to try and look for the switchback. Can't quite get the power down. Bruges is out of DRS from JJ as well, as LF was about to make the move. Can't get it done, and he is coming under quite a bit of pressure there from Adam. Adam then looks to the outside. Can't get it done into turn one. But LF is lining up a move on Albie. Looks to the outside. Isn't going to do it there. This is playing into Bruges' hand. It's just allowing him to drive off it up into the distance. As LF now looks around the outside. That is a lovely move. As Adam follows him through on Albie. Anything you can do, I can do too, is exactly the words out of Adam's mouth, I'd imagine. LF now putting the pressure on JJ. I'd imagine that JJ's tyres are probably going to start coming into their own in a minute. Adam then makes it past LF. Is LF going to respond, although it looks like Albie's going to respond. And he does. Going to go down the inside. Gets it done. Doesn't. Adam comes back on him. LF into the pits. Oh, he's picked up a 5 second. I think that might have been for speed in the pit lane. What tyres he switched on to? He has switched on to the hard. So he'll be looking to go to the end now. Let's see how Bruges responds. As Andoni was side by side there. So how is Bruges going to respond to that pit stop? Is he going to go longer? Or is he just going to play it safe and cover that off? There's a little bit of a scrap going on here between Bartmandu, Andoni, Bacardi and Kev. So the answer to my question about Bruges was he is staying out. He's going to go long. As Dave picks up 3 seconds for track limits. Where did LF come out? LF come out down in P15. He's about 30 seconds off the leader. So what does that make him to Bruges? It's about 22 seconds between Bruges and LF at the moment. So we'll have a look at position changes. JJ up 12, Albie 7, Bacardi 4. Donny and Bartmandu going side by side. Donny tries to pull the switch back. Or as they're both off the track. That's a fairly quick reset to track. Fair enough. Kev is in, Andoni's in, Bartmandu is in. Bridge again stays out. As Con had a little moment. I see a Red Bull and thought we were going to have some fireworks again. Let's take that off, let's get back to intervals. Adam is right on the back of Bridge. Bridge again stays out. So Adam makes it past Bridge. As Dave jumps into the pits. LF is all over the back of Rick. Nose to tail through there. As LF looks around the outside, gets the move done, turns to the inside for the next corner. It's another position gained for him. Is Bridge staying out? He is indeed. And he has fallen a little bit off the back of Adam. So he got his caution in sector 2. Who is that? That's Bartmandu, who's had a bit of an issue. JJ pits. Bridge again stays out. So I wonder whether he is trying to go for the medium soft strategy. Certainly what it appears like. Does Bridge pit this time around? He doesn't, he stays out again, so it's definitely going to be a medium soft. So Panda pits, Albie pits. That's now LF up to P7, Adam in P2, Bruges in P3. Quite a few gaps between the drivers now. Right. Penalties. Let's have a look at the penalties. So LF has 5 seconds worth of penalties. Albie has 3. Andoni 3. Kieran 3. Full Send Dave has 6. Let's have a little look at the permutations here because okay, that's pit and quit. That's alright then. I thought that was a safety car. My bad. So there is only 13 seconds currently between LF and Bruges, which pit stop is usually around 23 seconds. So that's going to mean that Bruges is going to have it all to do towards the end of Bruges is in though. Why is that not coming up as pit? Why is it not telling me he's in the pit? This game is ridiculous. So as you've just seen, Bruges is in the pits. He's come out on the softs and he is. Let's have a look. Where's the gap? He's about 7 seconds currently off the back of LF, so we will keep an eye on that gap. So Colin makes the move past Greg. And LF makes the move past VDV. So really, Bruges needs to stay within 5 seconds of LF, and he should be okay, I would imagine. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost certain that was 5 seconds of speeding in the pits. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the next 12 to 13 laps play out. Adam decides to pit off their medium tyres that he's had on for quite a while now, 15 laps. So that means Colin now takes the leader of the race. So where is Adam going to come out? Adam is going to come out just behind Bruges. So that's interesting. There's not much of a gap between Bruges and LF at all. Bruges is just cutting that down. But obviously, the longer this goes on, the more likely that LF's tyres are going to start to become fairly similar to the dying softs. So Bruges needs to make these positions up as quickly as possible. So what does he do here? Does he make the move? He does. Makes it with ease. It looks as if Adam's going to try and follow him through on Panda. Where has my telemetry gone? And as expected, Adam does make it through on Panda. So LF is now lining up a move on Greg. Yeah, I know that helm, but I'm not going to say that out loud, bud. Although, we will take another look at the penalties in a minute for you guys. LF looks down the inside of Greg. That was going to be incredibly close. Here we go then. He's going to try and get it done on this straight by the looks of things. Looks to the outside. Keeps it a little bit of contact but nothing too major. And that's the move done, but it has held up LF and given Bruges enough time to try and make up the rest of that time, if that even makes sense. So again, Kieran just picked up 3 seconds worth of time penalties as well. So let's see what Bruges does. Doesn't do anything into turn 1, but he might think about it into turns 4 and 5. As Greg goes down the inside of LF. LF then tries to get the cut back. Can't get it done, so now all the championship protagonists are in a line. Always Greg has a moment. So does Adam by the looks of things. So see, LF does have that 5-second penalty. Panda with 3, Albi 3, Andoni 3, Bulsen 6, Kieran 9. So see what happens here. Whether LF goes to make the move on Greg. But to be honest, it looks like Bruges is going to make the move on both of them. Wow, what a move. Double move around the outside. LF is going to try to follow him through and is going to get it done, but that's going to allow Bruges to drive off. Adam now makes it past Greg. It shouldn't be too much of an issue to try and keep that position on the soft compounder tyre. have a look at tyres for everyone. So yeah, LF currently on 14 lap-old hards, Adam on 4 lap-old softs, Bruge on 6 lap-old softs, Colin just chilling out there at the front with a 5.1 second gap. So unless there's a big mistake or a safety car, he pretty much has his boxed off, I would imagine. Here we go then. Adam then makes it past LF. As Forson Davis left the session, let me chuck him a quick invite. Bruge doing enough as it is just to keep that gap at a second between him and Adam. LF is doing his best to keep within the DRS of Adam. He's doing a pretty good job of it. I think I'm still trying to get over that move from Bruges to take both of them on the pit straight. That was pretty special. We have a yellow flag in sector 3. I'm not sure who that was. Looks like it could have been mechanical. Yeah, it is. Adam is almost, well, he is within a second of Bruges now. So LF is just teetering on the 1 second mark. It looks to have got it again this time, but it's only a matter of time before he loses it, I would imagine. As Adam did get it on Bruges. So LF has fallen off the back of these two now. And these two are gaining ever so slightly on Colin, but I can't see Colin losing 3.8 seconds with pretty much a full tank of battery as well. So see how the next 4 to 5 laps play out. So again, Adam, the DRS seems to be helping him to get DRS again in the following detection zone. Let's see, with obviously the penalties, let's see. Well, it's gonna drop LF behind Greg. It's only gonna drop him a position. I believe it's for speeding in the pits, Hound. I will double check for you now. Yeah, it was. Speeding in the pit lane. So, no, I don't think it will be coming off. But obviously I don't know the ins and outs. So Adam has lost DRS on this next straight. No, he's just about keeping it. Is he? Is he not? He's got it again. It looks like he has. He's not making too much of a dent in Bruges, to be honest. Bruges just needs to bring it on home. Yeah, it sure is costly, bud. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to get at, to be fair, Dan. Obviously, I don't know the ins and outs, so I didn't see the actual incident, so I'm just sort of trying to stay neutral. As LF picks up 3 seconds anyway, so yeah, that's now 8 seconds worth of penalties. That could be that, as JJ's dropping down the order. He's had a little incident. Kieran picks up 5 seconds speed in the pit lane. So yeah, LF now has 8 seconds worth of pens. What was I say? Does that say Colin up 3? Position changes then. Colin up 3, Panda up 4, Albi 4, Bacardi 3, Kev is our biggest mover with 7 at the moment. Our biggest loser, if you'd like to call it that, is currently Andoni down 5. Adam has now put a dent in Bruges. Yeah, that's correct, mate. Track limits. That's, as you've always said, keep it clean. If you can keep it clean and out of trouble, you're more than likely going to do well, as Andoni has retired. But his car is still moving. Or was it? What happened there? Not sure what happened there. So we are on the final lap then. These two have taken a mega chunk out of LOL Colin, but it looks like Colin's got this one boxed off. It's just now about Bruges and Adam, where they're going to be finishing the race. LF obviously with that 8 seconds worth of penalties, that could be extremely costly to him. Yeah, he's going to be dropping, could be dropping. No, he should be keeping his position, to be fair. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. So there we go then, let's just cross the line with Colin. Colin takes P1, Bruges takes P2, closely followed by Adam P3. LF in the end finishes P4. Panda comes home in P5, but will end up at P6. So VDV takes P5, Panda P6, Greg P7, Rick P8, Albi P9, Bacardi P10, JJ P11. Airways will finish P12, potentially P13. Does finish P13. So Kev P12, Airways 13th. I am Marshall 14th. Bartmandu will be the last of the lead lap cars, with Full Send Dave, Kieran and Mechanical all being lapped. So what that basically means then, guys, is congratulations to your provisional. I say provisional because obviously we don't know what's going to happen after the race with post-race penalties, should there be any, but that is your provisional Season 10 Tier 1 Drivers' Champion is Bruges. So congratulations to Bruges, then. There's a real good drive from him. That move into turn 1 was probably one of my favourites of them all this evening. So just confirmation then: Colin P1, Bruges P2, Adam P3, LF P4, VDV P5, Panda P6, Greg P7, Rick P8, Albie P9, Bacardi P10, JJ P11, Kev King P12, Airways P13, Marshall P14, Bart Mandu P15, Dave P16, Kieran P17, Mechanical P18, and Donny P19, and Con was your only DNF P20. So we need to get Bruges, Adam, and Colin into the session. Let's get them guys added in. Bruges, Adam, Colin. So hopefully those guys can join us. But yeah, it was a fairly clean race from a comms point of view, or at least it looked that way. But yeah, just well done to Bruges on your Provisional Drivers' Championship, as Colin has joined us. So we'll just wait for the other two guys, see if they can quickly join us as well. I'm going to take this next 2 minutes to quickly go to the toilet, and then I'll be back. So we have 2 of the 3. We will just quickly fire Adam another invite. So I'm not sure that Adam's going to be joining us, so we will be doing it a slightly different way this week. We will be talking to our P1 in the race, which is Colin, and then we will be moving on to your Provisional Drivers' Champion, Bruges. So, Colin, another race win. It seems to be that every time I commentate on one of your races, you seem to win the race.
Can you come back next season, mate, if you don't mind?
No problem. I'll be here for all 12 races if we do 12 races. No problem at all. But it's solid pace, challenging for the pole in qualifying. Talk us through it from your perspective.
Yeah, I suppose I probably should have been on the front row really. I lost the car in Zhengzhou in qualifying, so that wasn't ideal. And then the race, I kind of got a bit lucky really because I don't think I had the outright pace, but kind of stuff happened around me, and then other people pitted under the VSC, and obviously Bruce had his incident with LF, and then LF had a drive through, so kind of things happened around me more than me overtaking anybody. It was really what happened in my race, and then as soon as I kind of got track position, I didn't let it go, but I was getting caught, but I wasn't really under pressure, you know.
No, definitely. And from a comms point of view, obviously I said it during the race. It looked like you had it boxed off. I didn't think you were going to lose that much time. Obviously, you lost a little bit of time, but a real solid drive. But yeah, like you say, it was a bit of a weird one. Bruges, obviously.
Definitely not the fastest out there. By a
No,
million miles, I wasn't. But
sometimes you don't need to be.
sometimes it just works out differently, you know.
Yeah. No, definitely. And like I say, things happened in the race that probably you didn't expect to happen, but you took advantage of it all. So another brilliant race win for you, bud.
Thank you. And well done to Bruges, by the way. Well deserved. Well deserved. Hopefully he does hang on. Hopefully he does win. He's been racing. I've been racing him for a while, and it's great to see him win one.
It's lovely words, Colin. Appreciate that, mate. We are now speaking to your runner-up this evening, but your provisional drivers' champion for season 10, Bruges. How are you feeling, bud?
Yeah, great.
It wasn't as straightforward as probably what you'd have hoped.
Yeah, but was a bit more stressful than I hoped for. But yeah, I don't know what happened to LF through the race after our incident. Why he pitted 2 times. So I don't
Um,
know really what happened there.
He had a drive through under the VSC.
yeah, he
That was the first one.
picked up a drive through, and then
But then he picked up 5 seconds on his pit stop.
correct, yeah, and then towards the end was just trying to push a little bit too much, and picked up 3 seconds as well. So he ended up with 8 seconds worth of penalties, but you did what you needed to do this evening. Obviously, talk us through it from your perspective, then, bud. Looked like you had pace all evening.
Yeah,
But like I say,
it's fine.
it wasn't straightforward. When you spun, what was going through your head at that moment?
Oh, yeah, it was unlucky incident, I think. I was on the inside and LF landed it into me, but I didn't think it was on purpose. But yeah, bad luck that we came together. And from then, yeah, just full push and hope for something that happens through the race that I can catch up.
So was your strategy always to go medium softs, or was that sort of an off the cuff call?
Yeah, it was my strategy from the beginning.
Yeah, that's what it did look like. But to be honest, Bruges, not much I can say other than congratulations on a fantastic season. It's nice to see someone other than Pinko win the championship.
Just because Fingers wasn't there.
No, well, you've got to be in the championship to actually win it, bud. So, and you've done exactly that this season. You've been up there or thereabouts most weeks, and you've walked away with the CDR Season 10 Drivers' Championship.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. And well done to Colin as well. Another mega drive. So, thank you to...
Sorry, I was muted.
That's all right, bud. Thank you to everyone for joining us this season. Obviously, I am speaking on behalf of Hound at the moment. Obviously, he's not here for the final race, but he has been your commentator this season. So, from us both and from everyone at CDR, thank you very much for tuning in every week. We will be back in June, I want to say it's around about the middle of June. Obviously, everything will be in the Discord. Hopefully, you guys can join us for a final race of Season 10, which will be Tier 3 round at Brazil, the earlier time of 8 o'clock on Sunday. If not, I hope to obviously see you guys back in the streams next season, and I hope to see all the drivers back in their seats next season. But that is all for this evening, and that is Luckman over and out. He says, stop the